so what is your name?
My name is Okafor, the daughter of Pastor Chris Okafor, the founder of Liberation City, Ojodu.
That's how an acclaimed activist unlawfully published an interview of a lady who claimed to be our client's biological daughter.
The news says lawyer warns very dark man and he calls for a DNA test. Who cares? Let's go to court. It's my business. We'll post it. And when they come, he wants to do DNA test for his daughters. They are ready.
That he knows that I always feel bad because of how he treats me differently from my siblings. But he's only doing that because he loves me and he wishes that fathers could marry their daughters, that he would have gotten married to me. And that was when he started to touch me all over my body.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plan B TV News, Gist and Blog. A lot of you know the story between actress Doris, Ogala versus Chris Okafor, the boyfriend or the sugar daddy. Anyway, a lot of you know the story between these people, how he arrested her, now he released her. Now, they are now facing VDM for releasing that particular video of Chris Okafor's children. Now, I want you guys to follow this case for the beginning so that you understand where we are. In this particular video, while actress Doris were still in detention, he made this interview with one of Chris Okafor's alleged daughter, and I want you guys to watch.
I have what was bigger than the proof, and let me give you a snippet of it. And trust me, I might even actually still post it, Watch. All right. So, Pastor Chris Okafor, it's a good thing that you released Doris Ogala before the Tuesday deadline. But the honest truth is, I actually didn't have any proof. I said Doris Ogala sent me some things. I didn't have any proof. I have what was bigger than the proof. And let me give you a snippet of it. And trust me, I might even actually still post it, Watch. All right, so what is your name?
My name is Okafor, the daughter of Pastor Chris Okafor, the founder of Liberation City, Ojodu.
So, Mr. Okafor, you reached out to me when this whole Doris Ogala thing is happening, and then you said you have a lot of things to say about your father. First things first, I was not going to put you on camera because of what you told me, but these things are too weighty for me to say with my mouth. I want you to come directly from you that experienced it, what you went through, you, your sisters, and your other siblings that are currently staying in the house with him. So,
it took me so much courage to come here. I can't believe he had to resort to me coming to talk about the man that brought me into this world, my own father.
Calm down.
Sometimes I wish I had the blood of an animal running through my veins instead of his own.
Calm down. Calm down.
God is really merciful. God is a merciful God. Because when I see him still climbing on that altar to preach, considering the things that he does to us, his daughters, before and after he climbs the altar.
Calm down. When you're crying, you will not be really clear as to what you are saying. Nobody will really understand. You've told me about it, so I can understand why you're crying, but you just have to not cry so that the people can hear what you have to say. I understand that it's a traumatic experience. What you witnessed, what was done to you, your siblings. You see, I just had to cut it because if I post everything, nobody will be in your church. And like she said, I don't even know how you still stand on the altar to preach. Thinking about everything I experienced that she shared, the testimony from your other daughter in Canada, the other one, you are a beast, to say the least. But may God forgive you. May God forgive you. May God forgive you. I might have to post everything because I don't know if I can hold it. The world needs to know who you are.
Now, when VDM made this video, to go further with his threats, one of Chris Okafor's daughter also called, according to, I think her name is Precious, also called VDM. VDM take a clip of it and also posted to threaten Chris Okafor. And I want you guys to listen.
My name is Precious Chidera Okafor. The daughter of Prophet Dr. Chris Okafor. I used to live with him years ago, and I left around 2020. Yes, I left around 2020 because things were about to get out of hand. While I was living in the house, amongst all my siblings, I'm the only one from my mother, while the four of them are from a different mom. While I was living in the house, I used to get treated unfairly. Like, it was very, very visible, and even the workers in the house could see it. And one evening, he called me to his room that he wanted to speak to me. And
Okay.
after I went in, he was, standing behind the door. And then he locked the door and he said I should sit down. And I sat on his bed and he started speaking to me. He started telling me,
With this audio, Chris Okafor were very bitter and angry. The only thing Chris Okafor did is to sue VDM with his lawyer, and his lawyer released his press statement. And we'll be right back. I want you guys to watch it.
That's how an acclaimed activist unlawfully published an interview of a lady who claimed to be our client's biological daughter, which is totally false, and criminally defaming our client all over the internet without having the decent to reach out to our client to hear his own side of the story before publishing such malicious, self-serving content all over the internet just to create content and cheap popularity, having known that our client as a pastor may not respond to him on social media. We are all activists. When somebody make an allegation against somebody, for you to hear that person, you don't need to have a degree in journalism for you to know that. You need to hear the other side of the story, so the other person. Reach out to him, hear his own side of the story, for you to balance your story. And when you're balancing your story, you will say, this is what this person said. You drop it, this is the report. And you are, if you want to bring it, if you don't want to go to a conventional court, you want to go to a court of public opinion, you allow people to use it. Not to go and stage manage somebody, tell the girl how to cry, the girl will be crying, it's my father, blah, 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 blah. And you do not even ask this girl who sent you to Canada.
Immediately, his lawyer released this press statement. VDM were angry. Remember, he only showed 1 minute of the previous phone conversation. Now, VDM angrily released everything. Everything is now on the public, and I want you guys to listen.
Alright, so the news says lawyer warns very dark man and he calls for a DNA test. As you can see, Barrister Master Okpara, the counsel to Dr. Chris Okafor, the senior pastor of Mountain of Liberation and Miracle Ministries, also known as Grace Nation Liberation City, has warned self-acclaimed activists. I've told you people I'm not an activist. Don't ever refer to me as an activist. I hate it so much. Has one self-acclaimed activist, Martin Vincent Ote, popularly known as Very Dark Man, and one young lady who introduced herself as Miss Chi to immediately desist from the ongoing cyber attacks, bullying, harassment, stalking, and criminal defamation of his client, Okafor. Speaking at a press conference which held at the NUJ Center in Ore, capital of Imo State today, Dr. Okpara demanded an immediate retraction of all false, malicious, defamatory, and misleading statements. You call what I post false? Really? Really? I'm coming. Hold on. False, malicious, defamatory, misleading statement published online or elsewhere concerning Okafor. Wow. He further asked for an apology in 2 national dailies, insisting that a copy of the apology be sent to the appropriate authorities. He equally demanded the cessation and desistance from further presenting or implying any familiar relationship with Okafor, and a challenge to the imposter to submit herself and her sibling for DNA test. Oh, the pastor is claiming that we never talk about siblings. I just talk about 2 yet. But anyways, okay, for DNA test. So he wants to claim that they are not his kids. I love where this thing is going. I really love it. Now we could go enjoy where. And a challenge to the imposter to submit herself and her sibling for DNA tests at a mutually agreed and reputable health facility in the absence of the earlier DNA certificates allegedly in her possession. So they are trying to say the birth certificate that was posted with Mr. Okafor as the father is not valid, he's not the father. Oh God, man, I will enjoy this so much. Dr. Okpara also wants the removal of all contents that falsely associate Okpara with claims of paternity or abandonment. Nobody talks about abandonment. We've not got into that part yet, and we've already done the talk out. So you know saying abandon somebody. I told you you will enjoy it. Dr. Okpara also wants the removal of content that falsely associates with claims of paternity abandonment. The council warned that the failure to comply with this demand will leave his client with no option but to pursue all available legal remedies to protect his reputation, integrity, and ministry. First of all, let me tell you something. That pastor has no integrity. He has no integrity. What is the other English here again? Integrity and reputation. Before I post anything further, ask him if he has ever met Mary that man before. And ask him where he met Mary that man. See, before this case though, ask him where he met Mary that man before. Then when he tells you, you can come back to me. Secondly, Barrister Marcel Okpara, I'm very, very disappointed in you. I am so disappointed in you. You know, it pains me to see that it is you that is going to represent this man and his counsel. We have met before. We don't share a brain before. In the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are you the fight for him? You can't be fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that was being oppressed by the Nigerian government to fight for people that oppress people, you know. But it's fine. It's fine. Expect the next post, and I want to see you people pursue legal, whatever you call it. Nobody give a fuck about what you want to do. Who cares? Let's go to court. It's my business. We'll post it. And when they come, he wants to do DNA test for his daughters, they are ready. They are ready. They are very, very ready. But you know what the problem is now? You see that one that called herself Mrs. Chi? They don't need DNA for that one. That one is a walking DNA. It's walking DNA. That's a live walking DNA. If you, Master Okpara, sees her, you will call her Pastor Chris's because she's a girl. Pastor Chris's. Oh God, you all will definitely learn on this case, and you all will learn the hard way. Peace and love. Don't play.
Now, VDM said the battle line have been drawn. Now, with all of this, let them really go to court. That he have more evidence. More evidence against Chris Okafor. That they even met in some place. Maybe when VDM go to his father's land in Ogala, maybe we'll not say VDM go that river where they go juju go back. Maybe I they say Chris Okafor, when they threaten Chris Okafor, and say, if you pursue this legal case, I will tell the world where we for meet. I say, yeah, that's it. Now we are waiting for Chris Okafor to press further if you want VDM to come to the public and tell the world where they for meet. And Chris Okafor, up to the time we are making this video, I have not yet threatened VDM further. Anyway, I want you guys to tell me, what are your thoughts about all of this? Please tell me your thoughts in the comment section. I love you guys. God love you more. Remember, we are here to give you update because Chris Okafor is back again. And actress Doris now say, they do again because of that insult when they insult VDM. For that reason, they do again. He go make sure say pursue everything. The world will know the truth. So we'll do that in the next video. I rest my case here. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section. What do you think about what VDM just did? What do you think about actress Doris Ogala? What do you think about the lawyer, the Kanu lawyer that is not defending Pastor Chris Okafor? Anyway, what do you think? Some people are saying VDM never lost case before. Oh, this pastor just put himself in a bigger problem. What's your thoughts? I want you guys to tell me in the comment section.
That he knows that I always feel bad because of how he treats me differently from my siblings. But he's only doing that because he loves me and he wishes that fathers could marry their daughters, that he would have gotten married to me. And that was when he started to touch me all over my body. And in that moment, I was sitting very still and frozen because I could not really understand what was going on. And that was how we continued. On different occasions, he would call me. Like another time, he called me And then he locked the door again, and then he started trying to kiss me all over on my lips and all over my body. And it felt like I was quiet for a long time because for me, as at that time, I was somebody that was so desperately seeking the validation of my father. I was alone in the house. I didn't have any siblings of my own. So the fact that he was, talking to me, at least like for me, all I was thinking about at that time was, okay, if this is going to at least make my dad talk to me, if this is going to make him treat me equally and fairly, then okay. And there was a day I had a terrible dream, and as a man of God that he is, I went to meet him so we would pray together. And that was the night that he almost penetrated me, but it didn't happen. I think he saw how scared I was and how I was sweaty and shaky on the bed, so he said I could leave, and I left. And that was when I was able to use a teacher's phone in school, and I decided to tell my mom about all that was going on. Then the next week or a few days after, she came to get me from the house, and that
Hmm.
was how I left.
How old were
And
you then?
I was about 14, 15 years old at that time.
Wow. So when you told your mom, what did she do about it?
She cried so much, and she was serving at that time. She was in a I think she was in a northern state, so she had to come back, like she had to calm down. And mind you, I don't know if I should put this out there, but he also forcefully had his way with my mom when she was 15. That was how she was pregnant. That
You
was how
raped,
she got pregnant.
you raped your mom?
Yes,
You were born out of
yes,
rape?
yes, out of wedlock, yes.
Wow.
When she was just 15, she used to attend this church and she was in the choir. So that was how he knew her, and that was how he raped her.
So who pays your school fees? Like who pays your school fees, saw you through school?
Presently, everything has been my mom. For since I left his house, I haven't spoken to him. He hasn't reached out. He tried to reach out once. He called me one evening, but he wasn't saying anything. Basically, he was sounding so prideful and asking me why I also did not reach out to him. That the phone works both ways, and the conversation did not lead anywhere. It was just that one call in the whole of 5 years, and that happened in the beginning of this year. That was when he tried to call me.
Does your mom try to go to him and take money from him for your upkeep or for your school fees?
Never, never. The only time she did that was when I was still with her before I fully moved in into my father's house. When I was with her, and she would go to meet him that, oh, she wants to pay my school fees. She wants to do this for me. And she opened up to me last year that that the reason why she's so bitter towards my father is because he treated her like an object. Like all the times that she would come to the house to come and ask for school fees or ask for anything, he would try and try and try to have his way with her. Other times, I don't know. I don't want to say what I'm not sure of. I don't know if she agrees because she never said that, but she told me every single time she would go to try and get my school fees, he's always, always, always trying to have his way with her, and he's always forceful about it.
So anytime she goes to ask him for your upkeep, he tries to sleep with her, and sometimes he tries to even rape her.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
And while living in the house, countless times, even as a child, I did not really understand it. But growing up, I saw how that rejection made me feel. There are countless times he would take I and my sister Marachi to go and run DNA tests. And even if he runs the test and he sees that we are his children, he still tells people and just like says it that we are not his children for some reason. And I don't really know what his reason is. Tells everybody that, I'm not his child.
Wow. How old are you now?
I'm 20.
Okay. Anyways, we'll keep in touch. We'll keep in
All
touch,
right.
okay?
Thank
All
you.
right. All right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Now, Barrister Masolopara, if you listen to this call that I had with this girl, now this call was on the 22nd of December at around 7:05 p.m. was when we had this call. Now, listen to it properly. What you are trying to use as a defense and as a damage control, the DNA test, that these are not his kids, he has been using it since against these kids. They have gone to do several DNA tests and he's their father, right? Now, I will ask you a question. Whether or not he's their father or not, let's leave that by the way. But how are you a pastor and a 14-year-old girl who is meant to be your daughter, whether not your daughter or not, but as a father, as an uncle, or whatever thing you be, or as a guardian, you carry her into your room, and then you say you wish that father can marry daughters, and you start kissing and touching her. Not just that, you almost penetrated the 14-year-old according to our testimony, and as a pastor, and in the defense, you are saying that she's not your daughter. Let's say she's not your daughter. First of all, it's an abomination, 14-year-old child, as a pastor and a man of God that you call yourself, and you climb on the altar. Now, you see, you have finally put yourself in the box, right? Your kids are available. You understand? Your kids are available. This case will be a very big case for the country, and people will learn. People will learn a lot. How these men of God take advantage of the vulnerable people, manipulate them, use them anyhow they like, you know. But your own, you had no limits. Now you say they are not your kids. It's going to be a public case. So Barrister Master Okpara, be prepared. These keys will be made available. Do you understand? They'll be made available. Heavy security. It's going to be a public case. They'll use a public hospital. Cameras everywhere. The DNA test will be conducted on all of them. Your wife might be present. Do you understand? The mother of the kids is still very much alive. This one that made this confession now, do you understand? It's the other ones, the one where we say you do before. According to her, she said the mother even told her that you do forceful entry on the mama when she did 15 years old. And you won't do the same thing to the daughter when she did 14 years old. May God forgive all of you. But then again, the DNA test will be done. Since that's what you want to use as a defense and as a damage control. You all will learn. You all will learn the hard way. Don't play.